Retailers that excel in neither convenience nor variety of merchandise tend not to be very successful. Yet many successful retailers excel in just one of the areas and meet competitor standards for the other. Hence, a retailer's success need not depend on excellence in both areas. Okay.
All right. So what is our conclusion here?
So a retailer's success, you don't need to have both convenience or variety of merchandise.
And why are we saying that?
Because some successful retailers, or many successful retailers, excel in just one of the areas and just meet standards for the other.
Excellent. So we're going to look for something that's saying like, hey, you don't need to have these two things because many people have this thing without having both of them.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay.
Let's go ahead.
So runners who have only average speed and endurance are unlikely to win long distance races. Some long distance champions, however, win by being above average in speed or endurance only, therefore being above average. I would cross this one out actually because it says some long distance champions and we're talking about many in the
I would say many and some are equal in strength. So for a
pair. Okay.
I would leave this one open, but if it comes down to there's a better word, but what does many mean? Like two? And some is at least one. So I feel like those are both. If it was most, I would be much more hesitant.
Okay. So yeah, leave it. Bicyclists who have only average speed are unlikely to win short races, but in a long distance race, such bicyclists can win if they have better built bicycles than average and better endurance than average. Therefore, most bicycle races are not won by bicyclists with above average speed. So this thing is saying, B is saying you need to have both. So I would cross that out.
Excellent.
Next one is excellence in a particular swimming stroke is not always necessary in order for a swimmer to win a race that requires each swimmer to use several different strokes in sequence. And many swimmers win these races without being the best at any of the strokes. Therefore, anyone who does excel at all the strokes is most certain to win. I would cross this one out.
Yeah, it doesn't match our conclusion, right? Anyone who does excel at all the strokes is most certain to win. We're not saying so retailers that have both of these things are most likely to be excellent or successful. Perfect.
Yeah. Apples that are neither especially firm nor especially flavorful are unsuitable for baking. Yet, while flavor is essential for both baking and eating, many flavorful apples that are soft are suitable for eating. Hence, the apples that are best for eating need not be both firm and flavorful. Yes. Like, I would keep this one.
So let's focus on it and see do we really like it? Because I think you would save time by being more critical the first time on parallel. So apples that are neither especially firm nor flavorful are unsuitable for baking. So we're saying if they don't have either of these things, they're not.
Yes.
That's good so far.
Yes.
Yet, while flavor is needed for both baking and eating, many flavorful apples that are soft are suitable for eating. So we're saying that you need flavor for baking and eating. We're saying that soft things are okay for eating.
Yeah.
And apples that are best for eating need not be both firm and flavorful. But what do we say you need for eating?
Flavor.
Yeah, so this one is actually flawed.
Right.
Because we say while flavor is essential for both baking and eating.
Right. Okay. So cross that one.
Excellent.
And then last one is most plants that are neither ornamental nor edible are useless and are thus classified as weeds. Yet many such plants are useful for purposes other than food or ornamentation and are thus not classified as weeds. Hence, not all inedible and non-ornamental plants are weeds. Okay, I would not do this one either.
Yeah, it doesn't match it, right? Because we're not saying like, hey, not all inedible and non-ornamental plants are weeds. So it's like, okay, cool. We're not like, it's not like how could we change E? Like, what does our like conclusion have to be of E for it to be correct?
Like to be a weed, you don't have to be. No, wait, to be a weed, you don't have to be both inedible and non-ornamental, or like something like that.
Yeah. And I don't like how in this it's also like bringing in this like, so it brings in like this other variable, right? Where it's saying like, yeah, they are useful for other purposes. Like our argument doesn't bring in like Retailers that excel don't have either of these things, or like don't have any of these things, can also be really good at this thing
Yeah.
in our argument. But we're saying that these, and they not all inedible and not, so it doesn't say that it has to be at least one of them, right?
Hmm.
Not depend on both. So this is saying it doesn't have to be technically either of them.
Yes. Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Excellent. And so it does end up being A. So let's just look at A once more.
Okay. So runners who have only average speed and endurance are unlikely to win long distance races. Some long distance champions, however, win by being above average in speed or endurance only. Therefore, being above average in both speed and endurance is not necessary. Yeah.
Excellent. So we're saying we don't need both of them. Perfect.
Yeah.
So it's A.
Mm-hmm.